Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and I finished the Grandmaster's Gauntlet today, and I'm going to be slowly, in reverse, putting all the fights out on my channel. Hopefully it'll give you some reference material to look at and consider who you might use on your team. So first up, Aegon. He's a beast. I have him as a rank 3, 6-star. I love Aegon. People say that he's not relevant anymore. He is. I love using him, and ramped up, he's an absolute animal. So we're going to be using him on Thanos, and this is the easier Nameless Thanos. The different phases that he goes in aren't that difficult in my opinion, and I'm just kind of reviewing this right now. And we put a couple health pots into Aegon just to make sure that we can get through, especially the last phase, depending on how long that lasts. And we're gonna go in and smash this. So the first phase, you can stun him. You only have to get him to 5% down to 95%, and nothing too crazy. So you can parry, and you basically can get your first hit off with Aegon, and boom, before you know it, we're in the next phase. Now in this phase, he does have that bleed timer thing on him. Now with Aegon ramped up, you can bypass getting bled, but you'll see that I will get bled a few times, but Aegon will just shrug it off. It's really not that big of a deal, so just evade the special and then just go back in and hammer as quickly as possible. This makes this phase a lot quicker, and I'm just going to be going with L2s to get off the big bleeds. And you can see, I think maybe on this next one I'm gonna get bled, but he just shrugs it off. So there's a bleed and he shrugs it off immediately. So you can just go ham on him in this phase and get the bleed off to get the extra damage. And I think this goes for the first 65%. Yeah. And then he's in this next phase where you degen a ton, and you have that degen timer, but then you heal it back up, so it's really nice. And then he has that evade charge thing going for him. And now his L2, there's just 2 evades on it. You just gotta make sure you're evading the big glowing ball out of each set, and they do change each time, so it's not the same where it's the first one or the second or the third ball that he throws out. So you can see he's got that, and there's 3 balls. That second one and the first one were the bigger ones. Those are the ones that you had to evade. The rest of them are just decoys. So you really got to make sure you have your vision on right and get that down. He does become stun immune at 40%. So there is the third one on both of those. It had to evade, getting the evade off, you degen, but then you heal back up, so don't be too concerned about the degen. And if you have recovery mastery, you'll benefit from that. So we're almost down. I think you have to get him down to 30%. Yeah. And this is where you have to intercept. You can go straight in and attack him, and then just do some draft back intercepts and try to get as much damage in as possible, and just make sure you don't get hit, because he has that death touch on you. If he touches you once, you're just toast. And so as long as you got that intercept up, you can only take 25% max damage. If you have a 6-star, you can see that you can get some adrenaline healing back. So basically you could take up to 5. The fifth level 3 would kill you. And there I threw a level 3 myself, and I went in to immediately punish him. Obviously he was stun immune, and he put on that gauntlet and said, not happening. So we're just gonna go back in with Doom. 4% left. Just got to get in some intercepts. I didn't heal him, and I probably should have, because I don't even have 25%. So if he throws a special 3, I'm dead. But Doom was very capable of tapping him over, and we knock out Nameless Thanos in the Grandmaster's Gauntlet. And yeah, this was a fun quest. There's a couple fights that were a pain in the butt, but I mean, for the effort and the items that were used for my team, oh man, it was so worth it. I mean, look at these rewards. They are just insane. And lots of shards, lots of T5CC to select from, and you get a full one. Lots of tier 5 basic. You get tier 3 alpha and tier 6 basic. You get 50 generic signature stones. So here I'm debating like, what should I get? So you can see I have 2 cosmics. I have not used a cosmic T5CC yet. I don't have anybody awakened in cosmic except Superior Iron Can, and we're just waiting. This time I'm gonna pick skill for the 25%. That's gonna form me my next skill. And I'm debating on who to take up. I have a awakened Kingpin that I will definitely take to rank 2, but I'm just hoping that I can awaken Nick Fury. I have him already at rank 2, but I'm not going to take him to rank 3 unless he's awakened, because who knows when that will happen. So I'm just looking at my next set, and I'm trying to remember, and I should have looked beforehand at my champs and kind of made a plan for this, but I'm trying to remember, like, should I take a mutant, should I take tech, or science? And I believe I end up taking tech, because I do have warlock. I do have a lot of techs, and I have several that are awakened. Punisher is awakened, Iron Man, Infinity War, Yondu, there's several. So I'm like, but I definitely want warlock up, so I think eventually I switch over, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to get to my next catalyst in tech and get closer there. And then for the full, I'm gonna go mutant. I thought about going science because I love the science class, but I don't have a ton of science awakened champs that I want to rank up, other than maybe Wasp, who I just awakened. So I'm gonna go mutant just because the mutant class is so dang strong, and I have a lot of good mutants as well. And I really would like to rank up Professor X, who I have at rank 2. He's still sleeping. I'm hoping to awaken him at some point. And who knows, maybe I'll get Apocalypse or Archangel or Strife, who knows. There's just so many good mutants. So I picked mutant as my full, and then we're gonna get into the crystals. So as far as the 6-star shards go, I had just under 40,000. And here's this Nexus, and I figured, well, I might as well open up the basic ones first, and that might help determine who I might pick out of the Nexus if it becomes difficult. So I'm gonna open up a couple of these 5 stars just so that I can get enough so that I can open up 4 basic 6 stars, and we put another 26 on Ronan. I think he's up to like 60 or maybe 80. Yeah, 60, and then I pop the other one and I get another 26 in Domino, and that wasn't enough shards, so I need to open up 1 more, and we're just gonna pop 1, and I'm trying to think who I got. Don't even remember. Yeah, Luke Cage. I think he's 41. Okay, so that gives me enough to get 4 6 stars, and we're gonna go and open those up. You know, basically, I really want a cosmic, a nice one that's awakened. I already have Corvus, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Silver Surfer, Captain Marvel movie, and Annihilus. I have all those 5 at rank 2, and I really just want to awaken one of them, preferably not Annihilus, so that I can use a T5CC on them and feel a little bit better about it. I mean, all of them are freaking awesome champs, and then look, boom, we get Captain America, so that's a great pull. We'll definitely be taking him up to rank 2, even unawakened, and we'll hopefully can awaken him at some point. And then next up we get another science, and this is Hulk. I haven't ranked up my 5-star Hulk, so this is a good solid pull. It's a new champ, and so I back out. I want to get a new set of champs on the reel, and we spin this one, and I looked at the reel. I'm like, yeah, there wasn't a ton that was spiking my interest that were in this reel, and we end up getting, I think, another science champ. Yeah, it was Rhino. So that one did not work out well. That Black Widow Deadly Origin, that would have been awesome, but it wasn't meant to be. So I back out of this reel to get another one. And do I just pop this one? No. That Magneto, I saw those Magnetos. I was like, please give me a red Magneto. I don't have a 5 or a 6-star red Magneto. Really would like him. And I thought I was gonna get Killmonger, and it rolls over to Old Man Logan. He's now awakened. It's not terrible. I actually don't mind Old Man Logan. He's pretty decent, but there's so many good mutant class champs. So, you know, the polls, I got Cap, Awaken Old Man Logan, and then the Rhino. Yeah, it's not great. But yeah, so now we're gonna go open the Nexus. And this Nexus wasn't as good as my last. I got Yondu up on there. There's no way I'm picking Yondu. I've pulled him 4 times. And we're just going to go with Storm, just because she has a solid synergy with Apocalypse that makes her pretty awesome. Red Skull, he's okay. But yeah, we go with Storm, and I'm looking through my stash, trying to see what other rewards are still available to open. And I think there's just one more thing. And there it is. There's the 6-star rank up gem. You know, I didn't really have a preference on what this was, but it ends up being a tech, which is perfect. So I'm going to be using that on Warlock, because I haven't ranked him up yet. He's unawakened. And yeah, maybe when we form that next tech T5CC, we'll take him up to rank 3. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm looking through the rest of my stuff, and I'm like, is there anything else? And there isn't. But yeah, overall, the Gauntlet was fun. Didn't use too many resources. I mean, I used up all of my revives and whatnot. But I only used, I don't know, maybe 600 units, which isn't terrible. I mean, for the rewards that we got, stinking awesome. So I'm super happy. And there's my champs: Cap, Storm, Hulk, and Abomination. And then we awakened that Old Man Logan. So yeah, I'll be posting the rest of my videos. You know, some of the gameplay is pretty decent, and you know, I'm a mere mortal. I mess up and I make mistakes. So but hopefully it'll give you some ideas of what's achievable through this quest. I know it just really depends on what you got on your roster and what you're comfortable playing with, but there are a couple champs on that path that are a big pain in the butt, but you know, it can be done. It is not as hard, I feel, as Kabam made it out to be. But thanks guys for watching, stopping by. Appreciate you all for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys in the next one, and hopefully we'll be using some of those rank up gems. Thanks, and peace out.